So what I want to show you here is how I'm planting a tomato, a Roma tomato, in the mini bed. So I'm going to dig a little bit of a planting hole here, and I'm going to put lots of water in it. And I'm going to take my little tomato plant. I'm going to remove these lower leaf stems. I'm going to even remove this big one right here. See that? I'm just going to set it right here, get it down a ways, and seed it right down into that water. Bring a little soil around it, like so. Put more water around it. Bring some dry soil around. And then I'm going to do something that I have done for only a few years, and that is put a piece of goldenrod stem down beside the stem of the tomato plant. This is a goldenrod. I got it out of the field next to my garden, and it's a light, hollow stemmed weed. You can see I've got some pieces here, and this will prevent cutworms. I'm going to just slide one of these right down next to the stem, up close. I'm going to put another one over here, up close, just like that, and that will keep cutworms from severing that stem. In the early days of my gardening experience many years ago, I wrapped newspaper around the stem, the tomato stem. That works too, but these little bits of stick, all you need is really one. I put a couple, and those will keep your cutworms away also. It's easier, I think, than newspaper. This is rye cover crop planted last fall in a mini bed that I harvested, and I'm going to use it as mulch in the tomato bed. I have a previous video that shows pulling this rye, and that's what I've done here. Instead of undercutting the crowns, just pull it. It's very simple. Now I can take, as I showed in that previous video, these full lengths of harvested rye, and I can lay them in the mini bed. But there's another option. This is the mini bed experimental garden after all, and I'm trying new things. And I tried something here that I want to share with you if you do this. And that is to cut this so that it's easier to position around plants in the bed. And I found that the easy way to cut this is with my Leatherman, and I have a serrated knife on this Leatherman tool, and I can cut this pretty easily like I'm going to show you right now. So I've got the bundle of it here, and I can just, well, we'll go this way. I can step on it, grab a bunch up here, just saw through. Okay, I can do it again, flip it around, step on it, and saw through. While the plants are fresh picked and kind of succulent, I can do that. So there I have my mulch, my rye mulch material, and I can place that right around my tomato. Being shorter, it's easier to do. As you can see, give a little room to the tomato plant. And that'll be good. I'll add more mulch later, but for now, I'll put the cage over that. I'll put the windberry over that. Here you can see a row of mini beds all planted to tomatoes. I've planted them like I showed you. I've put the mulch around them as I showed you, and I have then put a tomato cage over each tomato, and I slipped a garbage bag, a clear garbage bag, over the top of the tomato cages. Cut the bottom off the bag, and they slipped right down around. These particular bags that I had fit these cages perfectly. These are not UV resistant plastic garbage bags. they will eventually break down, but they'll last for a few weeks. They'll last long enough to serve their purpose here, which is a windbreak, and it just creates a nice environment for tomatoes, especially. We'll look down in here. You see that? That tomato has everything it needs. It's got lots of root room, and it has nutrients. It will have all the moisture that it needs. Each mini bed here will be an island of tomato productivity. Once this is done, the work is done. These have what they need. I'll add some more mulch around the outside here, but these are ready to go. These are going to work out very nicely. At least that's been the past history.